The castle rises, a jagged silhouette against the oppressive night sky, promising shadows and secrets. Its ancient stones whisper tales of forgotten kings and battles long past. A silent sentinel of time, a sense of foreboding hangs heavy in the air, a palpable darkness that seeps from the very stone.
Forget the innocent tales.
His words cut through the silence, shattering any illusion of fairy tale charm. This is not that story, he warns, the castle looming as a stark reminder of darker truths. In the opulent Queen's chamber, the magic mirror shimmers, reflecting the Queen's regal, yet increasingly troubled image. Her eyes, though framed by royal bearing, reveal a growing obsession that darkens her gaze. The mirror's surface ripples as if reacting to the turbulent emotions swirling within the Queen. A subtle tremor passes through her hand as she reaches out, drawn by an unseen force. The room is silent, save for the Queen's shallow breaths, each one a testament to her unraveling control. In the silent Queen's chamber, an ornate mirror glows, its ethereal light illuminating the regal Queen. The Queen stands before the mirror, her velvet gown a stark contrast to the cold, hard glass. A disembodied voice echoes from the mirror. "You are not the most beautiful." Her eyes widen, a flicker of disbelief crossing her face as the words sink in. The Queen's face tightens with suppressed anger, her regal composure beginning to crumble. Her hands clench at her sides, the opulent chamber suddenly feeling like a gilded cage. In the Queen's chamber, her reflection wavers in the ornate mirror, a mask of serenity, concealing inner turmoil. The mirror speaks, its voice echoing through the chamber. Snow White. Fury contorts the Queen's face, her beauty overshadowed by a storm of jealousy. Her hand clenches into a fist, a silent vow fueled by envy. Snow White. The forest stands, a menacing maze of green and brown, shadows weaving through the dense trees. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the canopy, casting an eerie, unsettling light on the forest floor. A symphony of rustling leaves and distant birdsong masks an underlying sense of dread. Ancient trees stand like silent sentinels, guarding secrets within the shadowy depths. The air hangs heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, nature's perfume of decay. The Queen has devised a deadly plan. A voice whispers on the wind, foretelling dark tidings. Under the dense canopy, a huntsman guides Snow White into the dark forest. Snow White casts a longing, fearful glance back at the distant castle. Gnarled trees loom, their branches like skeletal arms reaching out. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the thick foliage, creating eerie shadows. Each step deeper into the woods amplifies Snow White's growing dread. The huntsman's face is unreadable, his intentions masked in shadow. In the forest, the huntsman pauses, his hand trembling above Snow White, the knife wavering. He relents, unable to commit the act, stepping away from Snow White with a heavy heart. Snow White is left alone, lost in the dense, ominous woods, her eyes wide with terror. Overwhelmed by fear, She stands small against the towering trees, utterly abandoned. Snow White bursts into the dense forest, her chest heaving with each desperate breath. The frigid air stings her lungs as she races through the snow-laden woods. Treacherous roots lie hidden beneath the snow, waiting to ensnare her. She stumbles, a gasp escaping her lips as she falls heavily onto the icy ground. A strangled cry echoes through the silent, snow-covered forest. Her vulnerability is stark against the vast, indifferent expanse of the winter woods. Deep in the woods, Snow White finds a small, humble house, a beacon of potential safety in the looming forest. Cautiously, she pushes the door open, its hinges creaking a mournful welcome to the weary traveler. She steps inside, her heart pounding with a mix of trepidation and hope for sanctuary. Seeking refuge, she leaves behind the lurking dangers of the woods, unaware of what awaits within. In a small, cozy house, 7 men huddle, their expressions a mix of concern and curiosity. They offer Snow White food and rest, a silent invitation to share their humble shelter. Snow White looks up, her eyes reflecting profound gratitude for their unexpected kindness. A glimmer of hope flickers across her face, a silent promise of trust in her newfound protectors. Inside the small house, Snow White moves with a practiced grace, her hands a blur as she cleans. Her every action is precise, efficient. She understands the unspoken agreement for her survival. The aroma of stew fills the air, mingling with the soft clatter of daily chores. A silent understanding hangs in the air as Snow White continues her work. Sunlight streams into the Queen's chamber, illuminating the ornate magic mirror. The Queen stands before the mirror, her silhouette framed by the radiant light. Her reflection shimmers, an ethereal echo in the depths of the glass. An intense focus dominates her face, a mask of desire and obsession. The mirror seems to pulse with an unseen energy, responding to her silent plea. Her gaze remains fixed, unblinking, lost in the mirror's deceptive embrace. The mirror reveals Snow White's reflection, vibrant and alive. A gasp escapes the Queen's lips as the truth shatters her delusion. Her eyes ignite with a renewed, burning fury, a storm brewing within. The Queen trembles with rage, her face contorted by the shocking revelation. The Queen, cloaked and ragged, shuffles through the dense, sun-dappled forest, her true malice hidden beneath a frail guise. In her gnarled hands, she clutches a woven basket, its contents a secret promise of wicked intent. Nestled within the basket lies a single, perfect apple, its vibrant red skin a tempting beacon of deception. The apple's allure masks the darkness within, a silent harbinger of the Queen's cruel designs. In the small house, the Queen offers Snow White the poisoned apple, its beauty masking deadly intent. Snow White hesitates, her gaze drawn to the apple, a mix of longing and suspicion in her eyes. Slowly, cautiously, she reaches out, her fingers brushing against the smooth, tempting skin of the fruit. She takes a bite, unaware of the lethal poison hidden within the apple's sweet, deceptive taste. Inside the small house, shadows dance as Snow White stumbles, her face pale against the dim light. With a soft, tragic sigh, she collapses onto the cold, unforgiving floor, her vibrant dress pooling around her. She is not asleep, but dead. Her delicate hand lies motionless, a stark contrast to the gentle curve of her cheek. The small house is filled with a heavy, mournful silence, the air thick with unspoken sorrow